Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my purview.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Help me out here. What contract?
One that may involve you.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
You're in charge? Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
Butcher Dothrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information. Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
The gods care about taking Treviso?
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrusts magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
Helping the crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
You're new as well, right? I'm Antonia Chas. Hello.
Don't look down.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing. Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem de winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
Commander! Attack!
Watch ahead. Better get this where it's needed. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, Lucanus, but how did the Venatori stick you with spite?
They fed me something. Like he was a parasite, uncooked meat.
You know, I spent lots of time around demons, but I've never heard of them being used that way.
Zara said she got the idea from some cult in Orlais. They used it on seekers, who are immune to demons.
Keep a grip.
So they found him?
With bruises. Antal stumbling in the tower.
Trouble ahead.
Here we go. Nice one, Lucanus. The Venatori were growing demons and people?
Another of those Fen Harel
That's what was
altars.
happening in the ossuary?
Zara was trying to get certain types of demons. Some are harder to summon than others, I guess. They were waiting for Spite to break out of my body like I was a cocoon for a moth.
I mean, I'm glad he didn't, but why didn't he?
We made a deal. I'm on it. I'll hunt. As you will. Consider it done. Not a problem. Of course. So I heard we're on a rotation for cooking?
Supposed to be, and used to be, but, well,
What is it?
well, some of it's an acquired taste. So I tend to do most of the cooking, a lot of the time.
I'm on it. So Spite doesn't worry you?
Well, a little bit. But Rook trusts you, and so I do too.
What if Rook's wrong about me, though? I am an assassin. A paid killer.
Well, no one's paying you to kill me, so I figure I'm probably safe.
True.
Trouble coming. You got it.
Take them down! I noticed you weren't at the supper table last night. Are you not feeling well?
Oh, you noticed? I wasn't hungry.
Harding made her potato stew.
Oh, I had no idea that she was cooking.
I didn't know that could happen to potatoes. It was a learning experience.
It usually is.
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
So many things you could buy. How do you choose?
Welcome. Your body is a sacred.
Welcome.
And I
We've
can
got
provide
all
you
kinds
with
of
the
crystals
building
here,
materials.
both magical and natural.
We have all sorts of medicines here for all sorts of people. You need anything for your compass? You let me know.
Everything here has been charged under moonlight.
Come take a look if you like. I love how different cultures make things in unique ways.
Welcome. Whether you're looking for functional blades or authorized display replicas, you're in the right place. You've got a keen eye.
Cafe later?
Good night for it.
Left the queue to get away from on-time assholes. Now they're here anyway.
Welcome to the Dapper Duelist. While magic is outlawed under the Anthem, we have some excellent casting leather for display purposes.
It's fish. You either want it, or you don't.
Let me know if you need a custom fit.
Hey,
Some of the finest duelists in Treviso wear my leather.
So this is Treviso now.
Have some hope. The crows haven't given up.
they won't last much longer if you ask.
Bunch of unarmed stopped me. Demanded to know who I was and where I was going.
What gives them the right?
Belara, why are they called veil jumpers? What are they jumping over?
It's more that we're jumping into problem spots and less that we're jumping things, in general.
I wouldn't want the crows to start being called death climbers, is all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. But what about death jumpers, right?
Targets. The street. We can take our pick. We cannot afford an avalanche. The rebellers. The chantry over there. Used to be the preferred meeting spot for our clients before the invasion.
What was there before? Does anyone even remember?
Almost there. Hang on.
As you wish. So when the Veil Jumpers deal with a relic, who hires you?
Nobody? Who in a forest would hire us?
That's exactly what I was wondering. How do you get your jobs?
We figure out where reality's collapsing and go there.
Still in one piece.
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
He was my cousin!
We've got Anton between us and our crows.
Let's make sure those Antom have a bad day.
Don't worry, Tyr and Viago sent us.
You with Lucanus? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Antom! They killed...
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
They're weak on the left. Got them! Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
We should see if Dareth had any information on him. That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Tyr and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I spotted something on the walls. Earlier, I mean.
Let's go look.
Crow mark. Perfectly thrown.
That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way.
Wow. Even during an occupation, the market is still pretty busy.
I meant to pick up more spices. Another time.
Fine venue with the finest rooms.
A fine evening, is it not?
So, how do you get paid?
We don't. At least, I've never gotten paid.
You're performing a service, Bellara. Veil Jumper should get paid for that.
Well, sure, but who's gonna pay?
Dalish clans, towns and villages around the edge of Arlethin Forest.
maybe the town's... Dalish don't have much money generally, but how would it work?
I'll loan you my contract negotiator.
Here's another crow mark. This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Comic.
Comic? That stuff gives you nightmares. Chips at your mind.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antom brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Back on the ground soon.
Careful.
Over here! Take him out! Quick!
Wow! Nice work!
I command that you fight, but above all else, I command. Obey or be caged like the common.
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
Treviso is ours. Obey my example, and the castle will fall in line.
You cannot forbid the crows!
Watch ahead. Nice work.
Good work.
Whispers. I command you. Those who do not obey have no rule. They do not exist. choose to exist. Traitors fought in this city, that is true. But Ontown do not respect traitors.
I can smell you, an outsider. Time to test my guilt. I am will made flesh, so much flesh. Finally, what the butcher deniers come to me. Will prove my worth.
I'm here on behalf of the crows, poisoner.
Poison? You face the gift of the gods! Fear! Rise with...
It's done. The Karmic Master's dead.
Thank goodness. Hate those things.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Carmack. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Viago need to know they were right.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not! I told you crows to stay out of this!
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Ontom wouldn't have a foothold in the first place!
Circuses charge admission. We did all that for free.
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Ontom. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
There's also the gods.
Excuse me?
They're using the Antam and making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them? One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
I keep track of how many favors you owe me.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.